Hello, I'm going to do the Leo June energy reading, and I'm going to use my crystal cards and I'm going to use my Green Witch Tarot. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, please feel free to check out the links down below. Also, this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take the parts that do resonate. If it does not, leave the parts that do not resonate, as those may be meant for someone else. Also, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. It greatly helps my channel. Okay, so let's get a crystal card for Leo for the month of June. So we have this card here, and this is black tourmaline, grounding, protection, detox. So that sounds good. An energetic bodyguard, black tourmaline acts as a psychic shield protecting you from destruction, negativity, and psychic attacks. It is excellent at establishing boundaries and deflects unwanted mental energies. Oh, I like that one. It is also used for grounding, stabilizing your foundation on earth, and making sure both feet are on the ground with a natural electric spark. Black tourmaline absorbs fears and transmutes those emotions into positive energy. So kind of turning the negative into a positive. Use this stone to balance your root chakra and detox any anxieties. Capricorn Sun. So that sounds pretty good. So it sounds like the month of June, you have this stone here kind of protecting you and helping you to detox and let go of negativity, but then also like using that energy to flip that around to positive energy in a positive way. All right, so let's look at for Leo for the month of June, what they may be struggling with, or they need to work on or focus on. We have the standing stone. What else? We have the Page of Cups. And we have the Ace of Wands. Okay, so for June, you may have trouble. I kind of feel like you have trouble starting something. I almost feel like, and it could be that you need this detox energy, right? It could be that you can't get started on something because maybe you're kind of holding on to something, or there's something that's bothering you, or there's some sort of trigger, or there's some negative energy. Like you're feeling like, I can't get started. Like this Page of Cups here. We have the girl, and she's sitting by this beautiful scenery, and she has all her paints lined up, but she has a blank easel. So she's trying to get something started, but maybe she's having like that painter's block where she can't get things moving. We have the Justice card here. I feel like maybe there could be like some legal matters, or some like, I feel like there could be some outside things that are sort of affecting your ability. Like I feel like this is what is sort of bothering you. It could have to do with like things not happening for you, like you feel like things are against you, you feel like maybe people are against you, or you might have something that's looming over your head, like some sort of a problem. Like I can't really, for some reason, and I don't usually, with that card, I usually don't feel that, but for some reason I feel like this has to do with some kind of something is not in your favor, or something to do with a bigger problem. I feel like this is the thing that is the problem, that it's preventing you from this Ace of Wands and this Page of Cups of starting something new. Like there's something looming over your head. It's very heavy, and that's what's sort of preventing you from starting new and fresh. Definitely. I mean, when you're worrying about those type of things, it's like, well, how can I start anything new? Or how can I get something moving? Or how can I get something going, right? It's like, I've got to deal with this because that's all consuming. So what does Leo need to focus on for June? What do they need to look at? What do they need to focus on? Okay. What do they need to... Okay. All right. So what you need to focus on is seeing things from a different perspective. We have the Oak King, which is the Hangman. And we have the Green Man, which represents the Fool. And then we have the 10 of Cups. And I feel like it's kind of, even though you have this heavy thing that is looming over you, or that is bothering you, or it could just be some past emotions or some past feelings, right? Definitely with this, how it was saying that, you know, blocking negative energy, kind of having that cleanse. Is it something from the past that you keep thinking about, that you keep, is there a trigger that is something that around you? I feel like what you need to focus on is seeing things from a different perspective and saying, okay, this energy is really holding me down. It's really weighing me down. Yes, this is something, you know, I'm kind of feeling a couple different things. So it's like, if it's something that you have to deal with, to be able to recognize and say, yes, this is going to be draining, or this is something that's very heavy, but I also have to make sure that I take care of myself, that I'm eating properly, that I'm trying to get some rest and some sleep, and that sometimes if you can just take that mental break, even if it's just for a couple hours, to give yourself that relief from the heaviness of what's going on here, right? If it's, you know, having a picnic, going for a walk, if it's, sometimes it's just doing a puzzle, right? Because puzzles can, you know, you're looking for the next piece, and it's just like, okay, oh, I didn't think about that for 5 minutes. Oh, that felt good, right? So whatever that thing is, I feel like what you need to focus on is whatever that thing is, to help you kind of to remove yourself from that energy. If it's something from the past that you keep thinking about, that you keep spinning in your head, that you're trying to find answers, but you're not really getting answers, I feel like it's for you to realize that it's not helping you, that it's hurting you, and that sometimes no matter how many times we spin something in our head, it always comes out the same way. And if there's nothing that we can do, that we have to move on and we have to start fresh, that we have to be able to let that go. So it depends on what is going on with your situation, because this is a general reading, so I'm just trying to give different ideas for people. But I feel like it's, how can you take a break from this energy over here that is kind of stopping you? But I feel like there's new beginnings for you. Like it's because we have the Ace of Wands and we have the Page of Cups with the blank easel there, the blank canvas, and then we have the Fool. So I feel like there's a lot of, like, it's pushing you towards starting new and starting fresh. But I feel like there's still something that you're hanging on to. I'm surprised that the Death card didn't come out. All right, so energies that wants to come in for Leo, we have the 10 of Pentacles. And we have the Sun card. Look at that. This is the energy that wants to come in for you. And then what else wants to come in for, okay, yeah, moving on. I like that. June could just be the month where you realize, hey, this is really heavy. Hey, I have to give myself a break from this. I have to give myself a break. I have to see this from a different perspective. I have to take a step back, because the O King Hangman is also about taking that step back, right? And just taking a break from this energy to clear your mind, because I feel like you have a lot of heaviness going on here. And to clear your mind, because we can't make decisions when we're tired and we're frustrated and we're angry and we're just exhausted and we're not making the best decisions for ourselves. So I feel like that's kind of what that is to realize, hey, I've got to take a step back. I've got to take a break. And I feel like once you do that, you feel, wow, like I feel so much better. And now I'm able to move forward. I feel like this energy that wants to come in for you is positive energy. We've got the 10 of Pentacles is very rewarding. It's surrounding yourself with people that you feel are supportive, that are your family, whether it's your true family, or sometimes we have friends as family, or you know, whatever that represents to you. And I feel like it's moving on, like this energy to move on and to move away so that you can clear and have these new starts. Like I said before I even pulled these, I feel like it's this new energy that wants to come in for you, that I feel like this, and moving away from this heaviness. But if you have to deal with it, to at least give yourself a break for some time so that you can stay strong. All right, so let's grab, it's not always the easiest to do when you're going through something that's really tough. but it could just be in June, like you realize, okay, yeah, I've got to give myself that break. We have the King of Swords. I feel that it's kind of analyzing and seeing things differently and saying, okay, what's most important here? 10 of Wands. Tens represents that heavy burden, which I feel goes back to the standing stone, but tens can also be completions, and it's getting past the situation. So I definitely feel that you're moving past it. And then what else do we have for Leo in the month of June? Final messages for Leo. Freedom. Look at that. Temperance. Just being patient. And sometimes we don't want to be patient and we don't want to go through the process. And we're just like, I already want this to be over. And that's definitely understandable, without a doubt. But I feel like sometimes we just have to realize that there's nothing that you can do about the results or the outcome. But we can control what it is that we're thinking about and what it is that we're doing now, right? What energy we're surrounding ourselves with. This can also represent Sagittarius. But I feel like it's kind of seeing, okay, I can't control this situation, but I can control this situation. And what is it that I can control and that I can make better for myself? Or if it's energies that you're holding on to, like I said before, if you keep thinking about something and, you know, do you need closure to it? Is it something, right? Figuring out, okay, if I need closure to something, how do I find that closure? Is it just within myself to say I've got to let it go? Or is it, do I need to write a letter? Do I need to, you know, write some sort of communication just to, you know, not expecting an answer, but at least giving that release? Or is it, you know, sometimes it's good just to write that letter and then burn it, right? So in your own mind, you're like, I wrote it out, I said what I needed to say, and then I released it. So kind of figuring out what that release is for yourself. And that could be, like I said before, June is the beginning of realizing, okay, I've got to make some changes here, because this is what wants to come in for you, and to let that, open that door for this energy to come in for you. So I'm going to grab a fortune reading card for Leo for June. A fortune reading card for Leo. We have love. I love that. Look how cool that is. Love surrounds all your connections. Move forward positively in all areas of your life. And I feel definitely with love, like with the couple, like hanging out and the little girl, and like you can just feel the love there. But then you can also feel the love here with the family, with the couple and then the little girl, and then they have like the parent there. So I feel like love doesn't necessarily have to come in one form. It's in all different forms. It's surrounding yourself with whatever makes you feel happy and your heart feels full, and doing those things that make you feel good. So let's grab a Star Dragons for this reading. We have invention, burning with passion, so getting that excitement back. And then I feel like one more. We have returning, going with the flow. I feel like it's going with the flow. I feel kind of represents the water that's flowing here. And it's just like realizing, okay, this is how it is. This is what's happening. What can I control? Releasing of what I can't control. And just kind of letting those things go and not holding all of this pent up energy and frustration within yourself. And focusing on like the love and the positivity and so the support of the people that you have around you, or doing those things that you enjoy. And I feel like you get your mojo back with this. I feel like it's that work in progress, but I do feel like you get your mojo back. All right, so let's grab Animal Oracle for the month of... All right, that one flipped over. Oh, okay, we had those two flipped over. So we have Giraffe Spirit, which is see the big picture. See the big picture, that if you're holding on to this energy and there's nothing that can be changed or done, or if you need that closure, seeing the big picture of how this is affecting you. And I feel like it kind of goes with the Hangman, seeing the big picture about what needs to be done. What do you need to let go of, and what do you need for that closure? And then Sandpiper Spirit, be playful. And that's what I was feeling with this one here, is like the 10 of Cups, and like doing those things that help you to have that release, that break from the heaviness of everything. All right. I hope you have an amazing month. Thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.